Would you define yourself as having a particular sound? I mean, what is your best record, and why is it so good?
What is my best record? I think they get better as I do them. This Judith Owen album I did just sounds really, really great.
Huh.
It sounds really great. I mean, it's maybe not your kind of music because it's very kind of jazzy and Celtic at the same time. But she's a brilliant piano player. She's a brilliant songwriter, and she's Welsh, so she sings like an angel. I mean, except she has this ballsy, incredible. A lot of people think she's black, but she's not black. She's Welsh. They just have this kind of chesty,
So you like that record?
I like that record.
So you learn something new every time you mix a record? You make
I learn something new every time I walk into that room. Every time there's something new to be learned. I just learned something so interesting doing this album. I've done a lot of albums that have acoustic bass, and I was having trouble on this album fitting the bass in. And I kept adding like mid-range and a little top to see if it would cut through. No, it wouldn't do it. So in frustration, I just took 5,000 cycles and I just cut everything off above that. And lo and behold, the whole thing popped out of the track.
Wow.
Now that's absolutely counterintuitive to anything I'd ever done before. So yes, I think you learn every time. And the thing is, you have to keep trying. Don't ever let an instrument beat you. If you work long enough at it, you can make it happen. You really can.
Do you set up different mics? I mean, by this time you know what sounds good on a cello or what sounds good on a trumpet, right? You don't test out mics.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I do. Like one day we had 17 microphones on a bass, an acoustic bass.
You're one of those, aren't you?
Well, because, excuse me, the fallacy is that bass frequencies should be recorded with a larger diaphragm. But what we found out is that's bullshit. That's just absolutely not true. Because with we used ribbon mics, we used old, condenser mics, beautiful tube mics, very crisp, transparent little condensers, like almost measurement mics. Well, that microphone has like a 1/4 inch diaphragm in there. It was one of the winners. It sounded fantastic. So we had a great bass player, and we just moved him. We put a line down, and we just moved him.
That's interesting.
So I think there were 17 mics that we tried.
What about a vocalist? I mean, every vocalist probably has an ideal microphone, right?
Yeah, do the same thing.
Just keep trying till you find what you like.
Well, certain mics sound really great. I have, a Sound Deluxe microphone that's fantastic on certain people. I mean, it's literally fantastic. You can hear like their tonsils. It's so great. And then there's a combination of that microphone and for years I poo-pooed this cable thing about, really great cables until this really great engineer from LA came in to do Less Than Jake. And he had these big fat microphone cables, and I thought, what a joke. So I asked him about it, and he said, I used to poo-poo cables. He said, but then I tried these, and he said, they just sound really good. So of course I called the company, and I got some, and I was in the middle of they arrived, and I was in the middle of doing a bass overdub, so I was using a regular cable. As soon as that was done, I switched cables, and we started another song. Same bass, same setting, same everything. But the difference in the sound was astounding.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's a silver, it's cast silver microphone cables. They sound great.
But so many variables. I mean, what kind of monitors do you like mix on near field monitors?
Yeah, I use PMCs. They're British, and they're powered with these high-end Canadian amplifiers that are built in, and they sound really good to me. Other people like other. I think that's really a taste thing.
Right.
I think you just find something that you like that you can work with. I found that if I mix on them, that when I take it other places, and I take it especially to the mastering room, I don't have to do anything. Really, it sounds great right from the beginning.
That's
So, and my partner Mark, he flips them on their side, and then he uses, he uses these other British ones. We have, Mackeys. We have Yamaha NS10s, the worst speaker ever made, but
everybody's got them.
everybody had them, so you had to learn to use them. You had to.